Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks a third tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
For the second down, Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys, Mike and Tony. Guys, we are here. I'm standing up. I am in a foreign place right now, so it's okay, right? Everything is all right. Do I look red?
A little bit.
I'm a little red? All right, I got to adjust the color here. I'm not, not trying to, no Commanders side shots or anything like that going on. Tony, man, what's going on? How you feeling over there, bro?
No, I'm all right. I'm getting better. Had a rough 2 days, but I'm all good, ready for this game.
49ers come out the tunnel like, huh? Who brought them out the tunnel, Tony? Who brought them out the tunnel, man?
The video I saw was Trent Williams and Chase Young. Oh, wait. Didn't they play for the Commanders?
Oh, that's right, man. It's time. Get right game, man. You gave us two linemen who are monsters in the trenches. These guys are going to go out there. I think they're going to have a good day, man. Let's run through some formalities really quick. I'm too far away to do it, so you guys have to look at my background while I get close to popping up on the screen. All right? This is your first time here on the YouTube page. You guys enjoyed the show. Please click that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know exactly when we are going live. Give it a follow on some of our social media platforms. We're going to start with Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Those handles are Nothing But Nine. That's number 9. Nothing But Nine, ERS. And we also have Twitch and Facebook. Those handles are Nothing But Niners that are spelled all the way out. No numbers in there anywhere. You guys can check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun in all those communities. We are live on all of those right now. Instagram, live. We're not live on Twitter. For some reason, Twitter won't let us go live. But we are live on my personal Twitter account, which is MikeAndrews83. You guys can follow over there as well. We're live there. We are live on Twitch, live on YouTube, live on 2 different Facebook groups as well. So you guys get on over there. Share the love, share the love, share the love. All right, now, I can't see much of these comments, but we are here. Listen, dude, we got some inactives to go over. The Niners put some guys on IR or something like that, and they're playing, and they told us all week they weren't going to be playing. You want to start with the Niners inactives, Tony, or you want to start with the Commanders inactives, because there's some interesting names on both of these lists?
For the Niners, we'll do the Niners first, and then we'll do the Commanders. The Niners ones are pretty much expected during the Friday's report. Armstead, Jennings, Brown, Jalen Moore, Dwelly. Jalen Graham is only healthy inactive. Brandon Moore will be dressed as the third quarterback. Aaron Banks is giving it a go today. That's big.
Shout out to Big Guy Banks.
Yeah, if you want to do the Washington one.
All right, Washington's here. Boom.
Now, look at the bottom line sentence in the screen. Commanders down 3 starting DBs and 3 starting offensive linemen. That's not a good combo.
What happened?
I think Mike froze.
You got me?
No, you're all right. You're good. You just froze for a second.
I don't know what just happened. There you go. My bad.
I'm behind the thing.
Did I just pop? Did I disappear on your end too?
No, you just froze for a split second.
It says Commanders are down 3 starting DBs and 3 starting offensive linemen. Guys, I swear to God, if the 49ers don't get out of this game with 7 sacks, they wanted Jacoby Brissett to play. He reported a hamstring injury. He is officially out and inactive for today. I mean, so that means they got a quarterback who they didn't want to play quarterback, playing quarterback today. He should be disgruntled. He should be upset. We should have all the momentum heading into this game. Tony, we should dominate this, right? Tell me the truth.
Yeah, I definitely think it should be that should be the recipe for this game. I mean, straight domination. Miss Debbie posted something in the chat earlier. They need to establish the run game first. That's my only concern. I'm afraid Kyle might try to come out throwing and try to get Brock into a rhythm to get that last week behind them. But I fully expect to go back to the principles of this offense, especially versus Washington and next week versus the Rams. And then they make their playoff push or their offseason push. And then Kyle opens up the bag, man.
Thing is, come here, Bear. Come. I have a fantasy football championship this week, and my wide receivers are Debo and Ayuk. Now, no, never mind. That's not this league. Never mind. I take it all back. I was just kidding. Never mind. That's the league I got knocked out of last week because they didn't perform. I was in the semifinal, and then I lost by 6 points. So never mind. But Brandon Ayuk and Debo Samuel should have good games, and that's why you see them here, right? I got my man Brandon Ayuk right there in the background talking to his quarterback, Brock Purdy. These two guys need to get right. They need to get back on the same page. What we saw last week was very, very unusual. What the good thing is, when Kyle went to the podium and did his report, he said, and he did not make any qualms about it, everything looked correctable. This should be, they were like, how hard is it going to be for him to bounce back? He said, it shouldn't be hard at all. This is what we come in here to do. We were a couple of mistakes away from, not playing too bad anyway. Everything seems correctable. Tony, what big changes would you like to see from last week to this week?
From the offense, I would like to see them come out and just run their offense. Run the ball, set up the pass, play action pass, open up things downfield, and just go. Run. Do what you've done during this season to be as productive as you are. And that's it. Just keep that going. Big prediction for today. By the end of today, I think the Niners have 3 receivers over 1,000 yards.
By the end of today, huh? All right. So that's going to be wrong one. So that's going to be Ayuk, Debo. You said receivers. You mean 3 pass catchers?
Yeah, 3 options, 3 weapons, 3 eligible receivers.
All right. So let's see what our guy Brandon Ayuk needs to get there. Oh, wait a minute.
Ayuk is there. Kittle needs 9. Kittle needs 9 yards, and Debo needs 100 and no, maybe Debo needs more.
Yeah,
maybe
he needs 100. Woo! Okay, it's going to be a big prediction here, Tony. Debo needs 166 yards.
Could happen. It could happen.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, man. My man Tony is talking with all the confidence in the world now. What about Christian McCaffrey, man? Christian McCaffrey did not have a bad game last week. It was actually one of his most efficient games last week. And the offensive line was kind of struggling in pass protection. You would have felt like maybe we should get away from passing, stick to running a little bit more because it was working. It was so successful. And maybe that would open things up in the pass game. We didn't really quite do that. What kind of balance do you want to see this week? I know you said get back to their normal game plan. Last week, the 49ers were 23.5% runs. That is not the normal brand of football for the 49ers. What would you like to see this week from the run game, and talk about the balance?
Just stick to what they do good, Mike. Run the ball, run the outside zones, let them see the line, let the blockers align themselves, make his cuts off to what he sees. And do I think you're going to see the full arsenal today? No, I don't. I don't think Kyle needs to do that. I just think Kyle needs to come out and run his offense. I think you're going to see probably – I would like to see 50-50, but you're probably going to see a 60-40 split favorite to pass. And that's pretty much it. I think that's how they're going to do it. I'm expecting the defense to come out and and make a statement. And it's not like they really need to make a statement after last week's game, because if I sat here and told you that the Niners gave up 5 turnovers and it only led to 30 points for the opposing team, that doesn't say much. So,
That's
and
up,
some of
baby. That's
these turnovers were in 49ers territory. So, I just feel that the defense is going to try to come out, have a clean game. I think the defensive line's going to be in the backfield doing their thing, and then that's it. I just look for them to come out, and it's all about the business mentality now, right? You got to come out, get on the plane, go home, prep yourself for next week. This is the mindset that's instilled now in the 49ers. So that's what I'm looking for to happen.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Tony. I want to see very little running this week. I know that sounds crazy, right? I know that sounds crazy. But in a game where there are 3 starting DBs out, this is the game that last week's game plan should have been for this week right here. That's how I feel like it should be. We should be passing heavy, building Brock's confidence heading into the postseason, right? The Niners get a win today. They are guaranteed the number 2 seed. At worst, doesn't matter what anybody else does. They are guaranteed the number 2 seed at absolute worst with the win today. Now, if they go out there and by some chance can get a loss by, help me out here. Who is it that needs to lose? The Eagles to Kyler Murray. Yeah. If the Eagles somehow lose to Arizona, which I do think is going to happen, by the way, and it's not because of, we need this to happen and blah, blah, blah. I sincerely think that they are going to run circles around Philadelphia. It's going to be a shootout type game, and I think Kyler Murray gets the ball at the end and wins it. But even if it doesn't happen, the Niners still own the tiebreakers, but at the very worst, we secure and guarantee ourselves the number 2 seed. I want to see a lot of passing in this game, Tony. I want to see Brock Purdy reading and dissecting, realizing when the DB takes a step in the wrong direction and taking advantage of it. He's been doing that all year against healthy secondaries. Let me be clear with what I'm saying. He doesn't need to prove anything to me. What I'm saying is let's take some positive momentum into the postseason, especially coming off of a game like what we just saw. I want to see maybe 30, 33% run, but I want to see a 2-to-1 ratio. That's my 33%. For every 1 run play, I want to see 2 passing plays. I want to see us go out there and be super, super effective, super efficient in the passing game and just dice the secondary apart. They got 3 starters out, Tony. They got 3 starters out. There's no reason that we shouldn't be able to go out there and do this week, in my opinion. This is just me. Let's see what the chat has to say. And then while we're doing that, let's talk about this defense, Tony. This defense is going to be they should be feasting, right? We talked about how many DBs do they have? They have this many starting linemen out as well.
3 starting linemen and 3 defensive backs are out for this game.
That is insane. So the question becomes this. Look at it right there at the bottom of the screen, guys. Right there at the bottom of the screen. That is insane. So here's the question for you, Tony. All right. Which edge rusher has a better game today? Is it the guy whose jersey I'm donning, Nick Bosa? Or is it the guys whose hairstyle I'm donning and Chase Young? One of these Ohio State boys got to go crazy today. You got to give me something. Come on, man. What you got?
I don't know. That's tough, man. It's a big game for Chase Young coming home. But, I mean, Bosa's Bosa. I expect Bosa to play like a monster today. If they slide protection to Bosa, then I expect Chase Young to step up. And we all got to see how they, decide to try to eliminate one of those guys. And my money's going to go on. They're going to try to take Bosa out of the game.
And I would think that Washington would make it a point to take Young out of the game, just to send a message like, this is why we got rid of your bum ass. Bosa's going to Bosa, like you said, right? So I would think they would try to make it a point like, you're overrated, you're trash, we're going to do blah, 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 blah. Now, scheme and all that stuff is a little bit different and 3 linemen down, but they should have a good game on the defensive line. So here's my question to you. And we've seen this happen throughout the years. Boom. We go up against a team and they have a very, very bad secondary, or they're terrible against the run. And the Niners go out there and they look abysmal. There was this one year where the Seattle Seahawks were ranked 31 against the run. The Niners were ranked number 2 against the run. And when we played, in the run game, running offense, so it was like a strength versus a weakness. And we played against them, we couldn't get 70 yards on the ground. We've seen games where a secondary is beat up and Kyle doesn't attack the secondary. He doesn't care that the secondary is beat up. I'm going to run my game plan. It doesn't matter who you guys have out there, who you don't have out there. I don't care. He doesn't take advantage of it. Which group that is going to be against the injured side of the ball is going to have a better game? The Niners wide receivers or the Niners defensive line? Which side is going to be more impressive today? They're both going to get off. I think we all agree. I think we all agree that we're going to see some positive.
That's tough because there's more than one threat in both those sides.
Exactly. Come on now. Hargrave, healthy, right? Chase Young, healthy. Nick Bosa, healthy. Like these guys are here. You got Armstead. I mean, not Armstead. I'm sorry. You got Debo, healthy, right? Ayuk, healthy. Kittle, healthy. Like these guys are here. They're here. So it's going to be a matchup. 3 big-time all-pro, Pro Bowl players on both sides of the ball going up against 3 deficiencies for the opposing team. Come on, Tony. Who's going to be more impressive? Pick one. Come on. Come on. Don't matter. There's no wrong answer. I don't have an answer either.
I don't know, man. I think they're both going to be just as equal. I don't think there's going to be one or the other. They're both going to be dominant because they're both excellent, and both of them are very deep. They have tons of depth, and I mean, I don't know. I guess I would have to say I don't know, because like if you think about it, if you break it down and really analyze it, your production of your wide receivers and pass catchers is based off your quarterback. So you're dependent on one person, where the defensive line doesn't depend on nobody. They just go do their thing. So, and I'm not saying Brock Purdy's not going to be good. I think Brock Purdy's going to explode today, but there's a little side of me that's saying Kyle's just going to do enough to get out of this game healthy and just go home. So I don't know. I'm going to go with the defense.
You think he pumps the brakes? But that means you got to
start. Dan Snyder don't own this team no more. If Dan Snyder owned this team, it'd be a 50-burger. I mean, I think they score. I think they're in the 20s, maybe the 30s, but I don't think it's going to be one of those.
Well, I think my prediction was like 43 to 17 or something like that. I think what my prediction was. I don't know if they get 17 points on us, bro. I'd be surprised if they get. I think 10 is the max. 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. Unless there's like some fluke pick six or a scoop and score or something like that. You know what I mean? Toss that goes wrong and they're able to capitalize on it. I don't see it, man. I don't see how it can possibly happen, especially coming off of the loss that we just came off of. The worst thing that could happen to the Washington Commanders was the Niners losing in the fashion that they did against the Baltimore Ravens. I think that is the worst thing that happened. That is the worst thing that happened. Forget their injuries and all that stuff. The Niners were going to come in here determined anyway. Now let's take care of business. Now let's get that number 1 seed, and that's just the first step. Fred Warner said that first seed don't mean anything. We still got to go out there and play the games. I get it, but you still want it. You still want to get your guys healthy. You still want to get that bye week in there, give guys another opportunity to get out there on the field and be better, stronger, faster, more physical, more focused, right? So are we going to stick with our predictions that we did on when we were the other night with Zach and Matt? You want to change anything?
I think the Niners win, without a doubt. I think they definitely win. I think they win by multiple scores. I think, maybe 28. I forgot what I said my score was, but I think they win. I think they win comfortably. They win going away, but I don't think it's going to be that performance with reasoning behind it, like to prove a point. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Trent Williams and Chase Young, that could be a different conversation for a different time, but I just feel that Snyder's not there no more. They do have a guy up in the front office that they're very tight with, and Martin Mayhew. So I don't think they're out to kill and, really give it to Washington. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just think their number one goal in this game is the health, and they just want to,
I'm trying to find our score predictions. So bear with me for a second here. Where the heck is it? Oh, I found it here. I'm gonna play the score predictions here. But we gotta get past the commercials.
Promo code HIVE. This is the second to last out to 22.
I'm gonna give a score prediction of 42-9. Woo! I'm sticking to it. I like that. I told you. I don't know. I thought I said 17. All right, 42-9.
I'm gonna go. This 38-17.
Let's go. 38-17. What's up, Tony? You sticking to it or are you taking it back? What's up?
I'll just keep it. Fuck it.
Oh, let it ride, baby. Let it ride. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. We should be dominating in this game, man. And Tony, if Debo gets 1,000 yards today, man, I'm gonna bring you some wings from your spot out here.
Hell no. No. Come
on, man.
Come
on, man. You deserve it. If Debo goes and gets 166 today, bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Oh, that would be insane. That would be insane. Not impossible. It's not impossible. How many games have we seen this year where receivers got 150, 160, 170? We've seen 200-yard games this year. Why not us? Well, I know why not us, because we have really good players all over the place, right? That's why we don't usually get those kind of games here. But why not us? Why can't it be us? If there was one receiver that you thought was going to go off for sure today, who would it be? I tell you what, let me take that back. If there was one pass catcher, let me change it. If there was one pass catcher that you thought was going to have the best game of all the others today, who would it be?
I don't know. I don't. It's you're missing too many pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's this? There's no audio with this, is it? Oh, okay. Tony, he's... Why Tony starting shit, man?
Yeah, but no, I think they're gonna come out and do their thing, bro. I think they're gonna play good. I think everyone's gonna be satisfied. My main concern is get out of there healthy, and that's it. And go Cardinals.
And go Cardinals. Man, I love it. I love it. All right, guys, listen, we're gonna wrap this show up here. We got to get ready to bring you guys the game. I think I'm going to be standing. I got a little stool over here. Maybe I'll be sitting during the game. I don't know. It's going to depend on how I'm feeling. I'm about to order me some wings, man. One of my old school places from when I first got into the wing game. They serve food out here. They have a branch, like a little, what's it called when it's like, it's not a franchise, but like they took their formula and gave it to someone else to use. Like it's like an authorized dealer almost of these wings. When I first got into the wing game, many moons ago. So I'm excited to order from there. I'm going to call in the order, have it delivered down to the front desk. Bam, wings, check. Niners gear, check. Live stream, check. If you guys don't know, if you're not already there, you got to get on over to Patreon. Here's the link right here at the bottom of the screen. Oh, wrong one. Boom. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. If you, for some reason, can't get the game, don't worry. We got you covered, baby. Nothing but Nine is going to hold it down. Head on over to patreon.com. You can join any tier you want. Different tiers have different videos, different content throughout the week. I will be honest with you. But it doesn't matter which tier you join. As long as you join one of the 3 paid tiers, you will be able to see the game today. And you get my beautiful commentary. You get to see my ugly mug, but my beautiful commentary. You're going to see me throwing temper tantrums. You're going to see me getting up, clapping. I don't think I'm going to do too much stomping. You guys are going to see my dog. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see Bear and everything. We're going to be over here rocking and representing for San Francisco in enemy territory. By the way, if you guys are still thinking about going to this game, it's not too late, man. Tickets were dirt cheap for this game. I told you about the tickets for this game?
No.
Bro, 50-yard line on the home side on the second row were $170 on a third-party site.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm talking like SeatGeek, Vivid Seats, like where they mark up the prices, it was dirt cheap. So imagine going and buying tickets for this game today. You know what I mean? Like the tickets are nothing. If I didn't have things to do and shit like that, I probably would be there also. But I'd rather be in the comfort of my own home right now with some banging wings, some drinks on deck, You know what I mean? Kids are down at the pool right now. Wife is gone. Tony, man, any final thoughts for people before we get up out of here?
Nah, let's just see them do their thing, come out with a dub, impressive dub, set the tone, and just come out healthy and move on to next week.
All right. Favorite game, not Niners, this week on the docket. There's some big ones out there too, man. There's some big ones out there.
Miami. Who's Miami playing?
Oh, the Ravens, baby.
Yeah,
but that number one seed.
That's just a watching game.
What you mean?
Like, that's one of my favorites to watch. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. There are some good games on the NFL docket this week, man. I think that Eagles and Cardinals game is going to be a lot more competitive than people think. The Eagles got past the Giants by this much last week, and no one's talking about it. No one's talking about it, and I think that it deserves to be acknowledged that they were pretty close to losing 4 in a row. They were pretty close to losing 4 in a row. You got the Titans and the Texans, the Falcons and the Bears, the Dolphins and the Ravens. You got the Saints and Bucks. That's going to be a good game as well. You got the Patriots and Bills. You got the Cardinals and Eagles. That's going to be a good game. Panthers, Jaguars is not going to be good. The Raiders and Colts. What are the Raiders doing? I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing what the Raiders do. I know I'm supposed to hate the Raiders, guys. I'm sorry. Don't take away my 49ers card, guys. But I'm not from the Bay. I don't have the same hate for the Raiders that y'all do. I don't like them. But I love seeing an underdog story come, like, just bang, right? The team is fighting hard. They're playing hard. You got to love it. The head coach gets fired, and they go out there, and they go from literally the most embarrassing loss in franchise history to the most points scored in franchise history in back-to-back games. Like, you just love to see the focus and the determination. You got the Rams and the Giants. Shouldn't be an upset over there. The Niners and Commanders. We talked about that already. Steelers and Seahawks should be a good game if you're into back and forths. The Bengals and the Chiefs. The Bengals are going to smoke the Chiefs today. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Broncos and Chargers, what a clusterfuck of teams over there playing each other, right? Like, one team is firing the head coach, the other team is firing the starting quarterback and benching them. I mean, that is a shit show, which is going to make for good football, right? It's going to make for good back and forth. And then the last game on the docket for today is the Packers and Vikings, man. I mean, there's some good ball on today. I hope you guys are all safe. Hope you all are well. We're going to get up out of here. Tony, let's go home, man. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful.
We're out of here, guys. Peace.
Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
Damn, that was almost so smooth. That was the wrong one.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners.